Hey guys, thanks for tuning in and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing this DIY do-it-yourself partial sew-in. I'm going to be sewing this hair in myself, and as you can see right here, this is my leave out that I have braided, and we're going to be doing a versatile part, which means you can have a middle part, side part, half up, half down. Also leave some out in the back and the side so I can put it up in a ponytail. If you want to see how I sew this hair in myself, please keep watching. And then I also previously did a do-it-yourself braid pattern video. So go ahead and check that out also. But with no further ado, keep watching and I'll show you how I sew this in myself. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with my sew-in. So I've already got my braids in. I have my partial, leave out, left out. I'm going to go ahead and put this cap on. And let me go ahead and just show y'all real quick. We're going to put a cap on that and then we'll start with the sewing. Alright, so the hair I'm going to be using is Naked. It is the deep wave Brazilian hair, and we have 3 different bundles, 18, 20, and 22 inches. So what I like to do first is I always get the track, but I will size them and double them so it looks full. So instead of 1 track, I always like to do 2. And then you size it to your head. Once it's sized perfectly, I begin sewing. What I typically like to do is get the tracks, section each portion of the hair, and then cut out the tracks separately piece by piece and lay them in order. That just saves me a lot more time. It helps me move more quickly because I don't have to keep stopping and cutting the tracks. It's already done for me, so I can just keep moving. I also like to have a few needles with thread in them, and this is just also something to help me move faster so I don't have to keep stopping and re-threading. And these are just tips that you'll learn as you go, maybe not the first time you do a sew-in. And once you've sewn your track all the way across, I like to secure the thread and tie it a few times, knot it so we make sure that it's not going to be moving. And once again, I'm just sizing the track to make sure it fits perfectly. And then once it's nice and secure, I'm going to go ahead and start sewing with my needle and thread again. And I cannot stress how important it is to actually size out the tracks to your head. This will ensure that it looks natural, and also you'll kind of know what you're doing before you start. Another thing is just make sure to take your time because 1, you don't want to rush and have it looking bulky, and 2, you don't want to rush and speed through it and then it's not full enough. So just make sure to take your time, size out the hair, and it's a process, but since you're doing it yourself, you will be able to make it look as natural as possible because you can't really see unless you have a mirror, but you can feel what you're doing. Alright, so now we're moving on to our second length of bundles. So it comes with 2 packs of the 22 inches, 2 packs of the 20 inches, and 2 packs of the 18 inches. I usually use all of the 22, all of the 20, and just 1 pack of the 18. But again, I do a partial sew-in, so that's probably why I don't use all of the hair. And I'm pretty sure you can still do a partial and use all of the hair to make it full. But by the time I get to the 5th bundle, my hair's full, it's pretty heavy, I really can't add anymore. So that's why I always have an extra bag left over. Alright, and now I'm using the 18 inches and finishing up my last couple rows of tracks. So once I get to the very top, I double a few, but when I get to my very last 2 tracks, I stop doubling them because you do want it to look flat and not bulky. Alright, but this is pretty much it. So as you can see, I have my leave out up top, but everything else is sewed in nice and full. We used all the bundles we could, and I am happy with how it came out. Alright guys, so this is it for my DIY partial sew-in. I did do some balayage caramel highlights in here so you can see those kind of hidden. There's also a video on that, so be sure to check that out. As you can see, we have our middle part right here. We could easily change that to a side part, or if you want, half up, half down. So that is why I leave out so much hair. I do this mainly so you can do a whole bunch of different hairstyles and it'll look natural. Sorry, I'm not looking at the camera right now. But I do this so you can do a whole bunch of different hairstyles and look natural. If you don't care about that, honestly, you can leave out just a little bit, enough to have a part. I see some people literally just leave out the part and around their edges. Some people prefer full sew-ins or like a wig. But I do like to do these partial sew-ins because that way I get to leave out pretty much the top half of my hair and I can do some different hairstyles. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed. And also, if you have any sew-in tips or some virgin curly hair suggestions, please feel free to leave them in my comments. And thanks again for tuning in. You can go follow me on Instagram at JosieJadeXO or JosieJBeauty for more beauty looks. But thanks again, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this do-it-yourself sewing tutorial.